Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here, and I just played my first game in like 2 months. I played against some guy named Kickass. I beat him. It was at a 15k battle. He was new though, so I'm gonna try to find another game to play, and I'm going to upload that battle. But yeah, I'm using my really old computer to play this game, so it's gonna be kind of laggy, and I don't like that. But I feel bad for not showing anything on my gaming channel for about 2 months now, so I want to upload something for you guys to see. So let's see here. I'm going to host my own game. I don't see any games to join here, except for these team battles. So let's do my own game. I'm going to start this one. It's called 1 vs 1 Fun. And I'm going to host this one on the Syrian Flats. And I'll make it 15k CWB. And that'll make it easier for newcomers to join, because everyone knows these rules and they're familiar with the setup. So right away you can see someone's about to join. That's because you can tell, because it's getting really laggy. So I'm going to be the Macedonians. My opponent is Bearbarossa. That's a tongue twister. Let's tell him the rules. Hello. CWB rules. And he picked Macedon, so I'm going to switch. No, he's switching things here, but I'm going to be Macedonia, or Macedon. And I'm going to let him pick his own team. Looks like he's going to settle with the Romans, and the Romans have a very massive battle advantage over the Macedonians at 15k CWB. And I'm going to go heavy on the infantry. I like to go infantry heavy when it's a 15k battle against Romans. At 10k it's a different story. I like to go heavy cav, but I'm going to go more heavy on my infantry troops, so I can counteract the advantage of Roman infantry power. But then again, the Romans have an advantage in every department, so that's kind of that's why it's hard to play against Romans at 15k. But at least the Macedonians have cheaper units. That's one good thing. So I'm gonna go like this. I've got to decrease my upgrades a little bit. There we go. I'm ready to go. I'm going to leave my that first slot. I'm gonna leave it for my infantry. It's safer to leave your general with your infantry in this situation. Typically I like to put my general with my cav, just because Alexander the Great did that, but it's easy to lose your general like that. So I'm going to go no nonsense, because I don't want to lose. So let's do it like this. And he has 440 troops. He still has, he can still spend about 300 more denarii though. He's probably going to use it on upgrades. So my army's going to be a little bit bigger, but he is going to be, you know, heavier on the quality. And that's the kind of matchup you can expect against Roman players. They have the better quality troops. So you have to be fast on your clicking and fast in your judgment. But we'll see what happens though. But as I always say, video games are all about fun, so whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter, as long as you have fun. And in this case, it's also history oriented, so you know, you can you know, get pumped up for historical things, like reading historical books or whatnot. Alright, so yeah, this game's really laggy on this computer. That kind of sucks. But I'm gonna do this. Spread my troops out a little bit. Wish my opponent good luck, have fun. And I'm going to spread out my archermen. These guys are really important against Romans, the archers. And I'm going to put my horsemen back here. I'm going to change their depth a little bit. Yeah, look at that lag. It's pretty bad on this computer. And start the battle. We're just going to wait for for him to finish setting up on his side. Then I'm going to show you what his army looks like. And I apologize for showing the game like this, but I don't have my computer, so my gaming computer, so I'm going to have to use my handheld cam to record everything. But we'll look at my troops here. I've got 5 units of archers, 6 units of royal pikes, and you can see the little upgrades. See those little black things? Those little black flags? Those indicate how many upgrades I'm using. In the back are my horsemen. And it looks like my opponent's ready, so I'm going to advance a little bit. You can see he has tons of upgrades on his troops. He only has 2 archer units, but he brought early legionary cohorts. So I'm not worried about his infantry at all. but I am going to be worried about his cav. And he also put Triarii with his cav, so he was afraid that I was going to go heavy on my cav. You can tell by his setup. He put tons of upgrades on his cav, and he's protecting them with Triarii. So that's the situation. And he put his general back here with a Roman armored general unit. But yeah, I'm not too worried about this battle because all I got to do is crush his infantry right in the center, and then I can worry about his cav later. I'll just keep my own horsemen protected. In the meanwhile, I'm getting my archers killed by his archer auxilia, but he only has 2 units of archer auxilia, so I'm not too worried about them. I'm going to target them. Now I got to keep pace with my archers. I don't want them going too far ahead of my real pikes, because my real pikes are going to protect my archermen. So already he has the idea of bringing up his Praetorian Cav to attack my archers, but by bringing up my spear troops like this, it's going to deter him from attacking him. He's going to make a run for my right flank here. He might succeed, actually, but I'm going to try to scare him away. There we go. So, bingo! I killed one of his super units right there. They're gonna retreat. Look at all those upgrades that he had on them. So that was a huge tactical mistake because he needed to protect his cav. The cav was the one piece of arsenal on his army that I feared most. And they came back from routing, but they are down to 14 horsemen, so I just won a huge tactical battle right there. I'm going to reform my royal pikemen. I'm going to make them run into position. And this is the way you do it. Use your hotkeys to do that. So you can see my royal pikes, they're going to reassemble here. And I'm going to rush up my guys here. And you can see he's putting his guys in testudo. That's a mistake because I'm not even targeting his infantry with my archers. But I will target his horsemen, though, as they're clumped together like this. Yeah, that's going to be a sweet target for my infantry, or for my archers. Now I'm going to bring up my royal pikemen, and I'm going to group my horsemen. Now he's rushing his cav to the other wing. But my archers are doing a good job of attacking them. See that? All I gotta do is avoid his horsemen for now, and focus on killing his infantry. Then he has no chance of winning this battle. So while they're stuck like that, I'm gonna rush up my infantry. And meanwhile, his horsemen are getting chewed up by my archers. So he should take his guys out of testudo right about now. I'm going to help him decide his tactical moves here by attacking. Alright, so yeah, my royal pikes are going to destroy his legionary cohorts. I mean, these are early legionary cohorts, so I do not fear these guys at all. And here he made a huge mistake. He's rushing his horsemen up like this. That was a very huge mistake. You don't want to rush your horsemen up like that. So I won't even need my horsemen back here. But I'm going to peel them off, and I'm going to outflank his units. Yeah, I'm playing kind of sloppy right now because I haven't played this game in forever. But I'm going to outflank his this body of Roman troops here. So I'm going to do a little encirclement action on these Roman troops. It'll be kind of like the Battle of Cannae, when Hannibal surrounded the Romans. And this will be a thing. Oh, I don't want his troops getting away. I want to kill all of his troops. I want there to be 0 survivors, so that the Romans can't tell anybody about this encirclement. Anyways, we're going to watch this destruction of his center here. Hopefully you can see this on my camera. I don't know if you can. This would be an experiment to record video game footage with an actual camera. Oh, they're celebrating. Should be the end of the battle. I don't see any more Roman troops. So why is the battle still going? Good game. Aha, no wonder. He still has troops back here. I didn't even see that, my bad. That's embarrassing. Ah, he has survivors. His Roman general survives. Or not. Anyways, that was a clear victory. He had 0 remaining men. Good game to my opponent though, Bearbarossa. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and we'll see if I'm going to continue to use my handheld camera to record this. Anyways, see you guys later.